Hey everyone, ready to dive into a career path that's way more interesting than it gets credit for.
Oh, yeah?
Buckle up, because we're tackling the world of hospitality establishment receptionists.
Okay.
The folks who can really make or break a guest's experience
Yeah.
before they even set foot in their room.
You're telling me, I bet everyone listening has a story about a hotel receptionist who either like saved the day
Oh,
or totally crashed their vacation vibe.
for sure.
We're talking first impressions, problem-solving ninjas,
Yeah.
and the ultimate information gurus all rolled into one.
Right. It's like they're juggling chainsaws while wearing a smile.
It's true.
And to help us unpack this, we've got a stack of intel from RoleCatcher,
Well,
a career platform that's basically like having a cheat sheet for your professional life.
yeah, they go pretty deep on this one.
Okay.
Which is great because there's a lot more to being a receptionist than meets the eye.
Right.
For starters, they break down the typical career path into stages.
Okay, so walk me through it. If you're just starting out, what does that look like?
Well, you typically begin as an entry-level or junior receptionist.
Okay.
And honestly, I think those first couple of years are where you either fall in love with hospitality or run for the hills.
It's the hospitality boot camp.
Exactly.
Intense.
You're learning the ropes, greeting guests, wrangling reservations, becoming best friends with the payment processing system. But it's also where you start to develop those crucial people skills.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher really emphasizes that being able to handle guest inquiries, maybe even calm down a frustrated traveler whose flight got delayed.
Oh, right.
Remember those above and beyond stories I
Well,
mentioned?
for sure. Give me an example.
Yeah.
What's a situation where a receptionist might need to think on their feet?
Well, picture this. It's 2 a.m. and a guest realizes they've lost their room key.
Oh, no.
Now, finding a spare is one thing,
Right.
but a good receptionist is going to reassure that guests maybe offer a late-night snack while they wait.
Oh.
Really go the extra mile to salvage the situation. It's those small gestures that turn a stressful moment into a positive memory.
That's such a good point. It's about reading the room literally and understanding that every guest is different.
Totally.
You can't teach that in a training manual.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as you gain experience and confidence, you might find yourself moving up to an intermediate receptionist role.
Okay.
This is where leadership starts to come into play, according to RoleCatcher.
So you're not just handling your own tasks, you're guiding others.
You got it. You might be training new hires, making sure everyone's upholding those high standards of service, maybe even coordinating with other departments like housekeeping or maintenance to ensure everything's running smoothly.
Wow.
It's a lot of multitasking and thinking ahead.
It sounds like attention to detail is key at that level.
Absolutely. And anticipating needs.
Yeah.
Let's say there's a VIP guest checking in.
Okay.
Or maybe a couple on their honeymoon.
Right.
A skilled intermediate receptionist is thinking about those little touches that add that wow factor. A personalized welcome note. A complimentary bottle of bubbly.
I like where this is going.
It's about going beyond the expected.
Okay. That's the level where I'd want to be,
Sure.
making those magical moments happen. So what comes after that? What's the pinnacle of the hospitality receptionist career ladder?
Well, you've honed your skills, mastered the art of guest relations. You're practically fluent in every department's lingo.
Okay.
My friend, you're on your way to becoming a senior receptionist.
Ooh, now that title carries some weight.
It does?
What sets senior receptionists apart?
Think of them as the conductor of the hospitality orchestra.
Wow.
They're responsible for the entire reception area, making sure operations run seamlessly,
Okay.
that the team's delivering exceptional service, and that guests leave with those positive memories we keep talking about.
Right.
They're creating an experience, not just managing logistics.
Okay, I'm getting chills.
Mhm.
But let's be real. To reach any of these stages,
Yeah.
you need a pretty impressive skill set.
You do.
What are we talking about here?
Well, we've already touched on this, but RoleCatcher is very clear.
Okay.
Customer service and communication are non-negotiable.
Right.
You're the face of the establishment.
Yeah.
So a friendly demeanor, a helpful attitude, and the ability to stay cool under pressure are absolutely essential.
Yeah.
Remember, not every guest is going to be a ray of sunshine,
Oh, no.
especially if their luggage is lost or their room isn't quite ready.
Oh, I can only imagine. I'd probably lose it if my suitcase went MIA.
Yeah,
So how does a receptionist even begin to handle those kinds of situations?
that's where that combination of grace and problem-solving skills comes in.
Right.
It's about staying calm, listening to the guests' concerns, and finding a solution quickly and efficiently.
Okay.
Sometimes it means going off script, thinking outside the box.
Right.
And, RoleCatcher mentions something that's becoming increasingly important in this role.
Okay.
Tech skills.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of that as a top skill for a people person job.
It's true. Think about it. Hotels these days are practically swimming in tech.
Right.
You've got those complex booking systems,
Yeah,
payment processing software that makes your head spin,
for sure.
not to mention all the customer relationship management tools.
Okay, you're right. Things have definitely gotten more sophisticated since the old days of pen and paper guest registries.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why RoleCatcher emphasizes the need for receptionists to be comfortable navigating these systems,
Right.
troubleshooting any glitches that might pop up,
Right.
and honestly just staying ahead of the curve. Because technology in the hospitality industry,
Yeah.
it's evolving faster than ever.
It's like they need a secret tech support certification on top of everything else.
Right.
So we've got the people skills, the tech skills,
Mm.
anything else that aspiring receptionists should have on their radar.
Well, this is where RoleCatcher brings in a fascinating perspective.
Okay.
They dedicate a whole section to the rise of AI in the hospitality industry.
Really?
Yeah.
And not just from the employer's side,
Right.
but how AI can actually help people land these jobs.
Exactly.
Okay, now that is intriguing.
Yeah.
I feel like we hear so much about AI replacing jobs,
Right.
but you're saying it can actually help you get hired.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Right. It's not all doom and gloom.
Right.
One of the things RoleCatcher highlights is the power of AI for something as simple as polishing your CV.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I've definitely spent hours tweaking mine,
Oh, yeah.
trying to make it perfect.
for sure.
So how does AI come into play?
Imagine this. You're applying for a receptionist position at a fancy hotel.
Okay.
RoleCatcher have AI tools that can analyze hundreds of job descriptions for similar roles,
Wow.
pinpointing those magic keywords that employers are looking for.
So it's like having a secret decoder ring for job ads.
Exactly.
That's
And
brilliant.
then it gets even better.
Okay.
The tool helps you seamlessly integrate those keywords into your own CV,
Oh.
making sure it's practically screaming, "Hire me,"
Oh.
to those applicant tracking systems that companies use.
Okay, that's a game changer. It's like having a secret weapon in your job search arsenal.
Precisely.
Wow.
And it doesn't stop there.
Okay.
RoleCatcher also talks about AI-powered interview practice tools
Yeah.
that are honestly mind-blowing.
Hold on. Are you telling me AI can help you prep for the actual interview?
Yes.
I thought that was still a very human interaction.
Get this, you can actually record yourself answering common interview questions.
Oh, okay.
And the AI analyzes your delivery,
Yeah,
your content, even your body language.
Wait, seriously.
Yeah.
It can read your body language through a recording.
I know, it's crazy, right?
That's incredible. How does that even work?
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It picks up on things like your posture, your hand gestures, even your facial expressions.
Wow.
All those subtle cues that can make or break an interview.
Right.
And the best part is it gives you personalized feedback,
Okay.
helping you refine your answers, project confidence, and put your best foot forward.
Okay. You've officially blown my mind.
It's pretty cool.
I need to get my hands on this RoleCatcher thing.
Right.
So we've talked about all the upsides, the exciting possibilities,
Yeah.
but let's be real. It can't all be smooth sailing in the world of hospitality.
No.
What are some of the challenges that come with the territory?
You're absolutely right. It's not all sunshine and roses.
Right.
RoleCatcher doesn't sugarcoat that.
Yeah.
One of the biggest challenges they highlight is the potential for, well, let's call it elevated stress levels,
Okay.
especially during peak seasons when the hotel's bursting at the seams,
For sure.
or when those unexpected situations arise and you're the one everyone's looking to for a solution.
Oh, 100%. Like when a huge convention books last minute or that infamous water pipe bursts on the top floor. Right.
Exactly. It takes a certain kind of person to
Right.
thrive in that environment,
Yeah.
someone who can stay calm, think clearly under pressure, and maybe even crack a well-timed joke to lighten the mood.
Right.
And then, of course, there's the elephant in the room that we probably shouldn't ignore.
Okay.
The
The dreaded shift work. Evenings, weekends, holidays. Yeah, that's definitely not your typical 9 to 5 gig.
Right.
It takes a special kind of dedication to be the smiling face, welcoming people on their vacations while you're missing out on your own.
It's a trade-off, for sure.
Yeah.
And while those positive guest interactions can be incredibly rewarding,
Right.
RoleCatcher really emphasizes the sense of satisfaction you get from making someone's day.
Yeah.
They're also upfront about the fact that dealing with difficult guests is just part of the job description.
Oh, there's always that one guest, right?
Always.
The one who complains about everything no matter how hard you try to make things right.
It's a universal truth of the service industry, unfortunately.
Right.
But here's the thing. RoleCatcher points out that those challenging encounters are actually opportunities to flex your empathy muscles,
Okay.
to practice your conflict resolution skill.
Right.
It's about finding that balance between advocating for the guest and setting boundaries when needed.
That makes sense. It's about finding that win-win even when it feels impossible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the stress, the irregular hours, the occasional grumpy jest.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's got to be something deeply rewarding about this role, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you're creating memories for people being part of their special
You
moment.
hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And that's something RoleCatcher really emphasizes.
Okay.
That feeling of being part of something bigger, of contributing to someone's honeymoon, their family reunion, even just their much-needed vacation.
Right.
It's a powerful motivator. Plus, let's not forget the tangible perks.
Yeah.
The potential for career growth.
Yeah.
The chance to learn new skills and work your way up that ladder we talked about. Maybe even travel to different locations as you gain experience.
Right.
The possibilities are pretty vast.
Okay, you've convinced me. Sign me up. Seriously, though, this deep dive has been eye-opening.
It is.
It's amazing how much more goes into being a hospitality establishment receptionist than meets the eye.
I know, right?
They're practically superheroes.
They're masters of logistics, tech wizards, conflict resolution gurus, and they do it all with a smile.
Right.
It's a role that deserves way more credit than it gets.
Absolutely. And with the help of AI tools like those offered by RoleCatcher,
Yes.
anyone interested in this field can really hone those skills, put their best foot forward, and stand out in what can be a pretty competitive industry.
I totally agree.
So whether you're just starting out or you're aiming for that senior receptionist title,
Right.
remember that this role is about so much more than just checking people in and handing out keys.
It's true.
It's about creating those positive interactions, problem solving like a pro, and embracing the ever-changing world of hospitality technology.
Couldn't said it better myself.
Big thanks to RoleCatcher for giving us the inside scoop on this dynamic and often overlooked career path.
Absolutely.
And to all of you listening, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of hospitality establishment receptionists.
And until next time.